Hey Google, home defense. Hey guys, Eric with Bear Arms. Like I said, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about them while I clean them. So we got the War Poet. Still a little warm actually, but I'm gonna do a little bit of review from the shooting I did today, and then clean it, obviously. So just chat with you guys while I do this. Overall impressions, awesome. Definitely an awesome pistol build. The price point is right. I think it's about $1,200 for the whole kit and caboodle. Comes with 2 PMags, with the Holosun already mounted. You know, you've got your threaded barrel. It's already got groove cuts in here, which are super easy for manipulations. I shot with gloves and without gloves today, and I had no issues doing any kind of manipulations I needed to. It's got the cuts up front and the back. I also manhandled it. I grabbed the optic and whatnot. I had 0 issues today. It was fantastic. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean it while we do this, but overall, I love this thing. Like, it was fantastic. I had 0 issues with anything. I put 250 rounds through it today, and it's actually still really well lubed from the factory. Not a whole lot of dirt in here, but I mean, like I said, 250 rounds, not a ton, but enough. So it's definitely past the break-in period. According to Shadow Systems, it should take 200 rounds to break it in. And then I did a 50 round course of fire that I'll be doing at the upcoming instructor's course that I'm going to. So I shot that just to see where I was with the RMR, and I was tired by that point and rushing, and I kind of suck at pistols. I'm not afraid to admit that. I'm not a great pistol shooter. I haven't done it a lot. I'm a freaking rifleman, so I'm still getting the hang of it. Anything out over 30 is just, I'm not great at it. Especially now I'm retraining myself because I got LASIK, and I haven't shot a lot since I got LASIK. So it's new to me. So I'm learning an optic. I'm learning how to shoot with corrected eyes and not glasses. It is definitely interesting for me. So I need more practice. That's all it comes down to. I also shot my 22 today, Glock 22, and I'm still shooting that better. But I have a lot more experience with that gun. So overall, I definitely shot both well. I just need to take my time, and I'm going to go back before the course just to maybe check the zeroing on the RMR, and then to just ready myself for the course of fire coming up, just to build that confidence, really. I don't know, I get nervous a lot, especially when I'm on the clock for something, so I just want to try and get comfortable again before I go down there and just make sure I'm ready and mentally there. I'm not tricking myself and being like, oh, I haven't shot in forever, blah blah blah, I need to get out of my head and do this. So I'm gonna go a couple more times before the course and get myself together. I am also going to start doing some competition. So the range I just went to today, I checked it out, is Sim Trainer out in Dayton, Ohio. If you are not familiar with it, it's an awesome place. They have 10 lanes. It's not huge, but the staff was awesome. They're all about like getting awesome shooters in there and like teaching anyone that's not super familiar. So before you go in, and this is the first range I've ever had to do this at, which just probably means I just go to really shitty ranges. But I ended up having to do like a little 3-shot orientation kind of thing, basically just so you could learn the range and the way they operate, which they are very strict on a lot of their rules, and if you mess up once, you're done. No refunds, you're just kicked out. So keep that in mind. But it was you load 5 rounds in your mag, load, make, ready. You shoot 2 or 3 rounds down range. As long as they go through paper, you're good. Just making sure you're not an idiot and like shooting the ceiling or the floor or anything. You're actually hitting what you're aiming at. And then you clear, make safe, operate the target, and that's pretty much it. But just to make sure you're competent and not an idiot, because I guess, I mean, it's probably common in a lot of places, but you get people are like, oh yeah, I shoot all the time, I'm awesome, and then they go in there and the first thing they do is try to pull a headshot and shoot the freaking mechanism that holds up the targets, and now that whole lane is broken. So just something they do there. It's pretty awesome though, but they do competition shooting too, so I'm gonna start doing that. It's like a more defensive pistol movement. They have pop-up targets, moving targets, all that kind of stuff. So, and they do bowling pin shoots as well. So I'm gonna check that out at some point and keep getting my skills better and better. Red dot's even on now because it's moving around. But I definitely need to play with this a lot more to get the hang of it. I'm definitely still shooting with iron sights on the 40 a lot better. But I still shoot the 40 low left, which I understand what that's supposed to come from, but even when I take my time and correct it and I'm not jerking and anticipating and all of that, like, I'm still shooting low left. I don't know if that's just me and Glocks or what it is, because I do that with every Glock I've ever shot. But I don't know, it was good. The pistol's awesome. I'm just gonna get it cleaned up here after that 250 rounds and go from there. But if you guys have any questions or whatever, or you want more details on the pistol or anything like that, hit me up. You guys have my info. It'll be in the description below, and we'll go from there. I wasn't able to get video while shooting, sorry. I really wanted to, but I'm working on some ranges that might let me do that. And then I think once I build some relationships there, it won't be an issue, but I didn't want to push it on my first visit there. So hopefully that'll come down the future, but yeah, 100% no issues. Worked just fine as expected. The PMags were great. They're actually easier to load. Sorry, the PMags are harder to load. The last 3 rounds, like 13, 14, and 15, I was struggling to get those bad boys in there. The Glock, they just went in, and all of them are brand new. So I'm not sure. I mean, I had 0 failures, and I have 3 PMags, so I was using the PMags more than I was the Glock mag, but I definitely noticed that it's a lot easier to shoot or load the Glock mag than it is the PMag. Just the way they're built and the tolerances, I guess, the spring they use in the PMag, it is definitely rough. Just something, I don't know, to note, I guess. But yep, that's about all I got for you. I'm gonna finish up cleaning here. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I definitely recommend the War Poet or Shadow Systems in general if the War Poet thing isn't your forte, but I love this gun. It is awesome. I can't wait to get more proficient with it. And yeah, that's about all I got. Thanks, guys.